Hello, welcome to the latest breaking news. In this video, you will see important news on USA trending and breaking. Please like this video, subscribe this channel. Breaking down the twist ending in The Perfect Couple. As one of the greatest minds of our time once said, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. The place in question here is the lush and money Nantucket in The Perfect Couple, the latest Nicole Kidman rich lady on a beach glossy miniseries that just hit Netflix. But as every eat the rich story of the last few years has taught us, from the White Lotus to Saltburn, the gilded veneer of the super wealthy is often just one tragedy away from chipping. Suzanne Bigger's series lands us in the sprawling summer home of the Winburys, an affluent family headed by ice-cold matriarch Greer Kidman and reluctant husband Tad, lead Schreiber, on the eve of their son Benji's Billy Howell wedding to Amelia, Eve Hewson. But their opulent nuptials are put on hold when, hours before the ceremony, someone is found dead in the water. Suddenly, everyone on the extended guest list, it's a suspect. Big, we've got the White Lotus at home energy. He even shares a cast member in Megan Fahey. At just 6 episodes, The Perfect Couple doesn't take long to fling us into the scandalous debauchery of the mega-loaded and just how far they go to keep their business behind their automatic estate gates. Let's break down its twists and turns. A good murder mystery needs, well, a murder, or at least a very suspicious death that has enough suspicion around it to get fingers pointing. Sorry to those still thinking about Fahey's incredible bait and switch power play in Season 2 of The White Lotus. In The Perfect Couple, she doesn't make it out so unscathed. She plays the perfectly named Merritt Monaco, a low-level Instagram influencer and Amelia's maid of honor. At the end of the first episode, we discover that the mystery body floating in the shallows outside the Winburys' windows is Merritt, still in her slinky dress from the rehearsal dinner the night before. Was it an accidental drowning, or did someone kill her under the cover of darkness? She had barbiturates in her system, so it looks like the latter. We soon learn that Merritt had been keeping a huge secret. Not only was she having an affair with Tag, but she was pregnant with his baby. When someone dies in the orbit of the uber-rich, it's fair to assume the motive has to do with power, sex, or money. With that in mind, there are a few immediate suspects. First, there's Kidman's Greer, whose side hustles her successful career as an author by making sure her husband's skeletons never go public. She knows Tag has been repeatedly unfaithful, and she alludes to a history of cleaning up his messes. Of course, Tag is also looking pretty plausible, as Merritt is no longer just a fling he can hide away with an NDA. There's Benji and Amelia, the not-so-soon-to-be husband and wife. Merritt could be a threat to the already fractious relationship Amelia has with Greer, who thinks she's a gold digger. Best man shooter, Ishan Kader, is also high on the police's list, as there seems to be something fishy going on between him and Greer. The fact he also tries to do a runner off the island immediately doesn't help. Then there are the other Winbury children. Eldest brother and certified douchebag Tom, Jack Rayner, is married to Appy Dakota Fanning, who is pregnant but having an affair with his mom's best friend Isabel Ajani, who also used to sleep with his dad. Rich people, right? He's in a lot of debt and struggling to keep up with Abby's high society demands. And finally, the youngest teenage brother Will, Sam Nivola, is in a burgeoning relationship with the chief of police's daughter, and, after discovering his dad's affair with Merritt the night before the wedding, has a drunken breakdown. As The Perfect Couple comes to an end, we get thrown a lot of information, and honestly, a lot of it doesn't go anywhere. Turns out Greer was a high-class escort who Tag hired and fell in love with. She also has a gangster brother who shows up in the second-to-last episode for no real reason other than to explain away some of her suspicious financial choices. Greer helps cover her brother's recurring gambling debts. Amelia also hooks up with Shooter. Benji finds out. They fight, they make up, and then officially break up. But some things do fall into place, and as soon as they do, the murderer's identity becomes more and more obvious.